Here with Tim Farr at the KTM press ride. Today we've been out riding the new 525 and 450 XC KTM, and Tim has been heavily involved with the development of this ATV. He's been racing in an extreme dirt track series very successfully, and he's won 3 Open Pro classes, Pro-Am, Open Pro. And Tim, I wanted to get a little of your feedback of, I talked to you after Snowshoe a little bit, but now you got a few more rounds under your belt. What's the experience been like on this quad?
Oh, it's been great. It's actually been very easy for us to make the quad competitive. We've had very limited parts and very limited time, so everything we've done has made improvements, and right out of the box it was pretty easy. It's been the easiest ATV to make competitive in the shortest amount of time that I've ever had for TT or extreme dirt track.
And as far as changes, when you first started, like you said, there's a limited amount of parts. How many changes have you made to this KTM to make it race ready?
For extreme dirt track, not so many. We've just shortened the stock shocks, added a sway bar. We're using stock swing arm, stock axle, modified the engine slightly. I think added a sway bar. That's really about it. Nerf bars. Yeah, of course the American Racer tires, but it's been really simple. Gearing changes and the brakes are phenomenal. We've had great luck with those, and clutches. Everything's been great. We've had absolutely no issues.
Now, as far as a quad goes, is this the most stock quad you've ever raced in?
Yes, definitely.
And is that KTM's goal, is so you can ride this off the showroom and to the track?
Yeah, it definitely is. This ATV comes with much higher end components than most, so that was definitely the goal, was to build something somebody could take out and basically throw numbers on it and race.
Now, how much of a difference can you tell between the 450 and the 525 characteristics wise?
For me, and I think probably anybody would tell you this, and now that you've ridden it, the 525 has pretty aggressive hit off the bottom, which makes it really good in GNCC for faster tracks, a lot of hill climbs, uphill tracks, muddy, heavy dirt, deep mud bogs and stuff like that. Whereas the 450 is a little bit more electric. It lacks the 525's hit on the bottom, but it's just more smooth all the way through. It revs a little bit more, seems to pull a little bit more on the top end, but just doesn't have quite as hard a hit at the bottom.
Okay. And you decided to race the 450. Now, could you race the 525 if you wanted to?
An extreme dirt track?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we could.
Now, what made you decide to go with the 450?
Well, it really was easy because the performance parts that we were able to attain and what worked the best for us in the time we had were 450 parts. So it worked out good. I really have no complaints, and the little bit of testing that I've done with the bigger bore stuff, for the characteristic of the engine that I like, which is more for extreme dirt track, is kind of more peaky, high output, high RPM. Big bores just don't generally rev.
Okay. Now, for cross country, do you plan on making a return for another one here in the second half of the season?
Yeah, we're going to try to do maybe 2 or 3 in the fall.
Now, are you going to be racing the 450 or 525 then?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Before, I didn't have any 450s. I had a 450 for extreme dirt track, but I didn't have one available to ride for GNCC, but now I will.
Okay. Well, Tim, I appreciate your time. I won't hold you, and thanks for sharing your thoughts.
No problem. Thanks.